Welcome to ENERCHI. This is the basics of SilverSneakers ENERCHI. So in the past, if you joined me, and if you don't know who I am Jesse Swoyer, nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, Silver Sneaker Flex instructor. You can find more about me at www.jesseswoyer.com. And if you visit my YouTube site and you've taken the ENERCHI class, I've done an introductory class and I've done an introductory 2 class. Well, today, not that I'm telling you to scratch what you've learned, but we're going to be doing a basic class, an inclusive class, a beginner class, where I give a little more historical preference of ENERCHI and the Tai Chi and the Qigong of what we're going to be practicing today, but it's going to be a formatted class as well. So I know you're all anticipation, you're all excited. I want to get there with you. Hopefully you can hear that nice music. There's not going to be a distinctive beat in anything we do today. This class is for you to assist with removing some of those toxins. I'll review some of those other things and other benefits as we go. Before we get started, you know how I always operate. Chicka, 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 chicka. Guess who's back? I'll keep it on the low today. The style and profound, wheeling and dealing, shaking and baking, moving and grooving, camouflage wearing, pink shoe rocking, bringing you high flying but low level 30 minutes of some ENERCHI, Silver Sneaker style, directly to you. However, before we get started, there are a few things that I do need to remind each participant that's taking this class. One of those Tai Chi 5, which I like to call the ENERCHI 5, is the virtual liability. Then we review that, and then we'll start cracking, and we'll get moving in what we're going to be doing today. You should always consult with your physician before engaging in any physical activity program. By participating in this online exercise with me, you assume all dangers, hazards, and risks of such participation. The exercises demonstrated by the instructor, which is me, in this online class are demanding. If you're unable to safely perform these exercises, have a seat, please, and modify them for your own safety or choose a set of different exercises. That's your virtual liability. Every time we do this class at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be reviewing that with every participant. That's ENERCHI 1. ENERCHI 2, I can't see you. A little different than my other classes because there's a few things I need you to do during this class. If you're in that seated position, no matter if you're standing or seated, I need you to anchor your feet and anchor your elbows throughout. It's one of the primary movements that we want to do. Always adjusting those hands, adjusting that face, and you always want to be soft on the upper body. Remove that tension from your neck, from your shoulders. We carry a lot of that tension throughout our entire day. Posture. Work on that posture, always leading through the crown of your head, and then shifting of that weight. That's that back and forth shift that we do typically on Mondays. Great healthy energy. This class is for healthy energy. So we want to remove any bad energy, any negative energy, and we want to move in that healthy energy. One of the things we want to remove is that tension. We want to remove those toxins, and we want to feel that breath throughout all those movements that we do. And then the other thing, improve each week. Don't worry about how you look on the screen, because remember, I can't see you. You're only seeing me. You just want to improve. How you feel through those movements is what's going to add the benefit to your lifestyle, your independence, and the quality of your life. Number 3, that was number 2. Number 3, the Dantian. That's our breathing. That's the inhale and the exhale. You want to inhale for like a 5 count. That's the tough part. And you want to exhale for about an 8 to 10 count. So we want to work on that throughout. So how do you find your Dantian? Well, you take your thumb. Right now, you find that belly button. Mine's right there. And you take that palm and you put it right down below. As you inhale, you want to fill up that stomach region. As you exhale, you want to firm up that stomach region, not sucking it in so that stomach and those core muscles hit that tailbone or that spinal column. But inhale, fill up the stomach, exhale, firm up the stomach. That's the inhale and exhale. You want to work on that throughout. That'll give you the great benefits. And then number 4, the rate of perceived exertion. It's not a scale of 10. We're keeping it low. We're modifying it. It's a 1 to 3. 3 being the highest. Again, if you get to that point where you have pain, lightheadedness, fatigue, you want to have that seat on the exercise chair. This is for the participants, so seated or standing. I'm going to be doing all the exercises from the standing position. You might choose to do some from both, seated or standing, or all from the seated or some from the standing, based upon your injury, disability, ambulatory status, or, hey, you just tuned in for the first time. Number 5, the hydration station. We never forget the hydration station. So what are we going to be doing today? Exercise segments. It's the intro, it's the warm-up. About 5 minutes in right now. Now we're going to go into the range of motion. Now, the range of motion is going to be through movements, about 10 minutes, and then we're going to be doing about 10 minutes of actual exercises, and then we're going to stretch and relax for the last 5. Tai Chi, what is it? It's the Qi. It's the life energy. It's soft martial arts, redirecting force through control in circular movements and patterns. Qigong, breathing, movement, and meditation. There's 5 foundations. We're going to be two of those. The sun and the yang. The sun is flexible, upright posture, and the yang is slow and gentle, fluid movements. So here we go, folks. Functified Maniacs, Silver Sneaker members, and any new participants. Please like, please share, please comment, get it out there. I'm standing with my feet together first, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on one of those stances that we do. There's 6 total. I'm going to do a horse stance. So I'm just stepping to my left. I'm getting a nice stance that I feel on top of that horse, and I'm just resting my hands down to my side. I'm going to anchor those feet. I'm going to anchor those elbows. Remember, I have number 2. Put them nice to that side. Adjust my hands. Up and down with them. Adjust that face. You can make funny faces if you need to. You want to try to remove that tension. And I'm making funny faces. Please don't laugh. It's okay if you do though. And then we want to work on that posture of that shifting weight so that chest should be out. Your shoulders should be up, back, and down. Elbows nice and tight and snug. Bend at the knees a little bit. You don't want them straight out. I don't want you passing out through this exercise routine. And then we're going to work on some of those movements through range of motion. So the first one, we're going to just go straight on up. So you're floating your hands up. When you get to shoulder height, this is shoulder height. I'll turn to my side. You want to turn those palms, fingers nice and tight together. You want to bring them back towards that chest. Lower the head and the chin. And then push on out. So it's an inhale. And then exhale. So like being at the ocean. Inhale. And remember, those elbows are anchored in. So inhale. Bend that chin, exhale. Work on that breathing pattern. Inhale. Removing those toxins. Exhale. Find your own energy. Find that chi today. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to float that right hand up now. That left hand's going to stay down. I'm going to float it up. I'm still in that horse stance. I'm taking my palm up. My fingers are together. And I'm going to follow my hand out. As you see, my torso is just twisting. And then I'm coming back in. Following that hand out. As you see, my elbow is close to the side of my body. Now you're going to work on that breathing. And what you might notice as you follow your hand with your neck gets a little looser. And you want to go as far as that neck will take you. Of course, that hand will go farther, but you're just following the hand with that eye contact and breathing through. Creating nice, fluid, gentle motion and movement. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. take your shoulders up, back, and down. You're rolling them around. So you inhale on the way up. Feet are anchored. Tailbones in. If you're in that seated position, you want to get the shoulder blades off the back of that chair. And now the only time we do this, I'm going to take my shoulders back, up, forward, and down. So back, up, forward, and down. Breathing pattern doesn't change. You're filling up that stomach. As those shoulders drop, you're exhaling. Release that energy. Find that good energy, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Funkified Maniacs, SilverSneakers members, and all new participants. One more time through, and then we're going to do a soft transition. Resting them down, breathing out. Hands come in front. Fingers are together. Exhale. Inhale. Pretend you're at the ocean. You have those waves. Inhale. Weight now. Now we're going to empty those legs out. I'm going to shift to my left side. I'm shifting left. I'm bringing that foot over slowly, that right side. So if you're in your sneakers, you're putting most weight on that left side. I'm emptying out that right side. So my heel's off the ground, my toes are on. And I'm going to shift back, so I'm closing that stance a little bit from that horse stance. I'm getting a little closer, and I'm creating more of an empty stance. So I'm emptying that leg out. Shift and get a feel. It's unilateral, so you might feel all the weight on one side right now, no matter if you're seated or standing. Maintain that good posture. Leg, toes, 10%. Shift it over. Work on the balance. 10% on that right side. And I'm shifted. We're going to take it into a new move. Emptying that leg. It's an empty exercise. And here we go. Taking those hands, float them up, elbows nice and tight to the rib cage. I want you to drop your hands, pretend you have a ball in the hands. That pocket on that right side, I want you to throw it up into the mountain and then zigzag. Into that left pocket. Throw it up. Exhale. As you come down that mountain, you want to exhale into the pocket. Throw it up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Fill up that stomach. Exhale. You're walking down that mountain. Float them back up. Elbows sink back into the ribs. Left hand underneath, right hand over top. Close now. You're not resting. Your hands aren't up here. Your hands aren't up here. You're resting. Elbows, again, anchored in. Heels anchored in. I'm going to move to my right, and I'll just create a figure 8. So you see I'm stationary right now. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Create that figure 8. I want you to float them back up to the center. It's going to be our last one before we get to some primary movements, which are our foundational exercises. And there are formats, forms, and exercises. This is the last one. You're going to take those elbows again. You're going to anchor. Figure 8. Over top. This time I'm going to go to my left, but I'm going to have that empty stance and figure 8. So now I'm going to be shifting the weight a little more. And I know you're probably not working on your breathing because you're working on your moves. So now let's work on that breathing. We're pushing it across. I want you to inhale on this side. Inhale. And exhale it through. Inhale. Find your own energy. Remember, don't worry about your movement. Shift that weight. As far as your torso will allow you to go. There are forms and exercises that we're going to add upon each and every week. And the first one we're going to do is called Open the Door. Again, make sure you're breathing. That Dantian, inhale, exhale through the stomach. Pay attention to that rate of perceived exertion. Work on your posture, nice and tall. I'm going to anchor those feet in again. If I'm in that chair, I'm breaking my tailbone in. If I'm standing, I'm breaking that tailbone in. I'm taking those shoulders up, back, and down. Elbows are going to be anchored. Hands are going to be right here. And I'm going to float them straight on out. Knees are slightly bent. I want you to float on down. And as I float on up, I want you to stand up nice and tall. And then float them back down. So it's a slight hinge. And I'll show you a side view. Slight, all the way up. Slight hinge down. And then back to that center. If you're in that seated position, you're going to just work on those arm movements. Inhale. exhale. Get to 10. Inhale for 5. Exhale. Stance. Straight on out. Hands are coming up. Bring them back. Anchor those elbows to the ribs. Anchor your heels. Crescent move. Watch what I do. Right hand's going up. Almost like I'm creating a 90 degree, like I'm about to salute underneath that heart. Other hand, same motion. Elbow. So pretend you have something in between and you're holding it. So it could be right where your dantian, right where your stomach is, right where your belly button is. See how low I am? You're relaxing those shoulders. Got it? Here we go. So I want you to open up, embrace the moon. I want you to take your left leg, point at the 10 on that clock, right leg, point at the 2 on the clock. You have a different stance now. And I'm going to my left. Little torso, you see how I'm emptying that leg out? And I'm turning. Turn it here. And push it through. This is called embrace the moon, crescent rotation. Inhale. Sometimes if you inhale, watch your hands do the turning motion and then exhale it through. Inhale. Inhale. Should be loosening up. You should be able to twist just a little bit more each and every time. Nice and slow, nice and gentle. Breathing, circular movements, and meditation. All wrapped up into one class. 11 o'clock, Eastern Standard Time. Inhale and exhale. One time through. Inhale. Concentrate. Exhale. And I want you to float your hands down. I want you to take that left toe. I want you to bring it back in. I want you to take that right toe, bring it back in. Get into that horse stance. Drop those hands so I can see your palms. Now I don't want you to open your fingers up. I want you to keep them nice and closed. You see how my thumb? There you go. Now I want you to take your thumb and I want you to meet the middle finger. And I just want you to rest your hands out to the side. My knees are bent slightly. If you're in that seated position, tailbone, shoulders up, back, and down. Hold it out. And now you want to meditate. Just work on that inhale, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Practice filling that stomach up. Rest them down. I want you to take your hands right on top of those thighs. I want you to make little soft fists. I want you to lift them up like you're about to do an upright row. And I want you to pull those shoulders back and squeeze the scapula. And then open up. Pronate those hands in front again. Squeeze those fists lightly and gently. Lift them up. Pull them back. Squeeze the scapula and open up. Taking those hands again in front of those thighs. Fingers together. Light fists. Up. Squeeze the scapula. Hold, 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 and open up. We're going to do the same motion this time. We're going to walk a little bit closer because we're going to do that bow and arrow. So you see my hands in front. I'm going to guide you. Soft, gentle, pull up. I'm going to take that right hand. Watch, I'm going to pull it back. Left hand's going to extend and externally rotate. Hold, breathe, and release. Bring them back in again. Squeeze gently, lifting up, lifting up, lifting up. Left side, pull back this time. Right side opens up. Follow that hand and release. This time my palms are going to stay open. I'm going to bring them up, Glenna. I'm going to bring them up just like this, like I'm pushing water from up. And then I'm going to lift up and I'm going to push up. So you can see my hands. Pull them down. So it's going to come up again. Here we go. Like you're in a pool of water. Get that water, splash on your face, and then lift on up and push through that sky. Get that breathing. Throw it again. Pulling up, pulling up, pulling up and over. This time, if you're at home and you don't have the same range of motion, you can't get your hands above. We're going to change the formation of it. So we're going to come up, splash that water, but I'm going to push out. Open those blinds up now. So you're still working on that inhale. So you're inhaling as you come up. And then exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Push yourself through those waves. Again, if you joined me, if you're just joining me, as we're about to wrap up real shortly, this is the basic Tai Chi, Energy Chi. Some call it Chi, C-H-I or Q-I. It is life energy. It is soft martial arts, redirecting force through that control, circular movements, breathing, meditation, and movement to remove those toxins, bring down that heart rate. Last one through. And to put you at peace for your Tuesday before Wednesday appears and Techno Ted brings you a live stream event. And relax. If you're standing, you need some hydration. Hit the hydration station. If you're in that seated position, you're already in a position for the hydration station. I recommend that you grab some. Although it was soft martial arts, and we did a 1 through a 3 on the rate of perceived exertion. you will exert energy, although you're going to gain more flexibility. You're going to gain a little more confidence on those feet. Your gait should improve. Your range of motion should improve as well as you continue to do this. Hopefully you feel enlightened. Hopefully you have some new life energy going in through the rest of your Tuesday, into your Wednesday. Techno Ted is coming back on Wednesday, 12 noon Eastern. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Always, it's going to be here 11 Eastern on Tuesdays, live from here on out. Basic Tai Chi, Silver Sneakers style, where it's introductory for those beginners and for those advanced members as well. We're going to continue to build upon those foundations, those stances, and those stances we covered today with a horse stance, the empty stance, and we did a little bit of bow and arrow stance. Hopefully next week we get to the L stance, which I've shown you in introductory 2 on the YouTube channel, and then hopefully we get to a little more foundational stances of the formats and exercises. So again, you know how I end all these exercise events? From the window to the wall. Ski, 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 you all. Awesome to have you, Glenna. Awesome to have you, CC. Awesome to have you, Ann Schaefer, K-Dog, CCP, whoever's else out there watching. Peace. I'll see you on Wednesday. I'll see you next Tuesday.